Ladies, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Al-Farghani series for one last episode. Yes, this is the finale of this series, and I will tell you why did I decide to end this series right here, right now. I mean, not on the exact date of the 1st of January 1168. No, we still got plenty of things left to do for here. One last major war. That's what I have planned. Because my last goal, my last war for this series will be for the Kingdom of Sahara, or any one that stands in the way that is the your part of Sahara. Which includes, you know, the High Chiefdom of Air. They will also have to be included in those targets. But anyways, the reason I felt why I want to end that series is because there's a good reason for that. But it's mainly due to burnout, even though I've only been doing that series since July. And it doesn't feel like that long. I mean, I've done a longer series than that, where it lasted 4 or even a rare 5 months. But I don't think I've ever done a 5-month series. That's insanity. But still, I would say that I've done a lot of things that I've accomplished, especially when you look at the Dynasty Legacies here, which is all about Trans-Saharan trade and the maritime trade. So this series was largely about the whole trade empire deal, and we've accomplished that. Although I never went for the Silk Road because we don't live much of the overland Silk Road areas. But anyways, I would also say that I'm also become far more interested in the next playthrough that I will do, which I figured out the exact location of where I want to start in. For those that did not see the previous 2 episodes where I talked briefly about it, but I'm going to go a little more detail. The next series that I will start will be set in the whole, you know, North Atlantic areas around there, particularly Western Norway. So, coming this October or somewhere during the fall, that's when I will start my next video series, which will be a Norse playthrough of sorts, but it will be different. Different because it'll feature the upcoming flavor pack from the Rice mod, the Regional Immersion and Cultural Enrichment mod. Yes, which I've used that very well for the past 2 series, such as the one with the Tokharians and this one, Al-Farghani. We'll be using that again in the next series, in which, in the 867 start date, which will be right in the middle of the Viking Age. Yeah, I'm giving you the full detail. The first place I will be playing in will be there, in Segnaville, but it's in that area, which, out of this entire time of this whole playthrough, it's still tribal. I mean, after all, they still kept true to their gods. But there are some with some Christianity that did spread up there, along with Khazarism, which is, you know, a form of Judaism. It did spread into parts of Scandinavia, but most still kept true to the old gods here, as far as we can see in this here playthrough. So, again, the next series, it will start there, at Lausakal Panga, which again, before I even record that next series, when that time comes, I'll be sure to learn a little bit of Norse and Norwegian, the Scandinavian languages, all that, just to get familiar with those pronunciations, as well as the naming of individuals and such. But nevertheless, those people here are just like as the game intended. Diverged. So that's something I ought to remember in the future. I mean, the old Norse culture still exists in this playthrough. They reside in Iceland. So gotta remember, the date is likely going to be around 953 for the future playthrough. So you could say for the first couple episodes it'll be Norse, and then we'll turn Norwegian, due to living there is the proximity of it. And I will do that series with a ruler-designed character, which I do have one in mind, and it will be a female character. Yes, do something a bit different here. And this would also be the first series since Bosnia where I start off with a ruler-designed character for that purpose. And as well as a few other mods that I would bring along with that, including a new sensible family, where so that way my created character doesn't just start off alone. That person's gonna have a family to go along with it. Yeah, I'm not saying that character's own family. I mean siblings and parents included. So try to be different here. And of course that next series will largely be about. I know it's off map, but the colonization of Greenland and possibly into Finland beyond. So that's what will happen in the next series, which is largely going to be set in those areas. And who knows where we'll expand beyond that. So yeah, this would be the last time for this episode here that we be in a warm, sandy deserts, drylands, and oases of North Africa, and then move up to the cold north. Yes. How's that for a difference? But do not forget the old Terran Basin series that I did. It was also a desert series, but even then it's got winter, where its severity tends to vary. So for now, this early part of this final episode will focus on getting the fame up to its next level. We're almost halfway there, so we need to do more of whatever it takes to get more prestige. And I'm willing to spend my fortunes for it. And of course, gotta go to the Hajj for it. Several likely redecorating candidates present themselves, those nearest and most noteworthy. The realms of Sultan Abdullah, Masterless David, and Grand Alama Ghazi. Grand Alama. Oh, of Mesopotamia. To the Abdullah. Oh, so you're its founder. Yes. Here you go. Perhaps a rough Mesopotamian feast hall would be a novelty. There you go, there's your jump of fame. Just what I need. Now, to the Hajj pilgrimage to the Mecca. The time has come for me to undertake the pilgrimage to Mecca. It has been commanded to me, as it is all for all Muslims, to show my submission to Allah. I've waited for my entire life for this. As I prepare for my journey, I know I will travel safely under the protection of Allah. I will be gone for a long time, and I can only pray God watches over my realm as well. It is time to depart. Yeah. I'm just nodding my head. Oh. Of course you would. Of course you would. Wants to make a chest. Master by appears. You're in good health? Fine. Do anything for prestige. No matter the cost. Bandits! Awake to the noise of chaos in camp. Well, it takes me a few moments to realize what is happening. We're under attack. Bandits are swarming our tents and wagons while our guards do what they can to resist. Where's my sword? I'll drive these dogs away. Fended off the bandits and became an aspiring blade master. Which of course in our culture that just means, you know, more prestige and attraction. Besides its original intended purpose. Why you? Why would you want my throne, old man? My wife and mother. You read my mind. The Gurak dynasty lives. Among my fellow pilgrims, there is a woman who preaches compassion and fellowship until she reaches the topic of heathens. One evening around the campfire, she loudly declares them to be abominable monsters in the eyes of Allah. Deviants, search, child murderers, all. Most people avert their eyes when she looks at them. Tonight was not quick enough. Do you not agree, O Vağpūr? They're not all bad. This is for realm stability reasons. Don't you know we have Berbers, Arabs of various cultures, and Nubians amongst them. After my long journey, I arrived at Mecca, ready to complete the Hajj. I walked 7 times around the Kaaba, touching the black stone on each circuit. I prayed at the place of Abraham, drank water from the Zamzam well, walked between the Safa and Marwa 7 times, and sacrificed to Allah. The next rite I must complete is to cut my hair. Traditionally, men shave it all off, but this position is occasionally granted to cut off only part, and women are restricted to just a lock. Gotta do what I must. It's only 5 months, your hair will grow back in time. Shave it all off. Fits my headdress better. The end of this year's Hajj draws near. After 2 days of Rami al-Jamarat, or the stoning of the devil, I am ready to complete the final ritual of the Tawaf al-Wada and say farewell to Mecca. May I see your walls once again. My beneficiary Gunnar gleefully grabs my attention. My lord, I completed a miniature prototype of the chest you commissioned, complete with the working lock. She holds out her palm. The top is a Chinese chest, complete with a gold leaf and key as small as a piece of grain. There's a gemstone inside. Try it yourself. She hands it over. The key slips between fingers and goes flying. Scrabble though she does, there's no sign of it. What the Oh, how nice. Must be a child. Hey, wait a minute. So, a child can only use this. So that means if you were a child ruler and having this equipped, they could build buildings faster. Well, that's interesting. It's charming still. I think I shall keep it. We never know. For future generations and all that. My journey's been a long one, but I finally come home again. While much remains the same, something's changed in how the imams and ulamas treat me. I've undergone a journey to holy men, and the assistant, something has changed about me, what I could see myself or not. It's good to be home. My lord, look at that wood, the grain, the density. Never seen such fine quality before. Don't take it out of context, you gutter-minded viewers. My beneficiary Gulnar breaks away from a market procession to accost the merchant selling the coveted item. What's that goal to find? With this, my project will reach new heights. I could create something truly marvelous. Please, my lodge folk, bestow this gift upon me. Your project is worth investing in. Because I'm, well, what they say in the West, Daddy Warbucks. My spies informed me about a hunter causing a ruckus at the local tavern. A man is spending large amounts of gold, bragging loudly about a great deal of struck with a fancy lady in pearls and silk. Apparently he drew a map of the local oasis for an unknown noblewoman. The spies think the lady must be scheming against being one of my subjects. Were you of good heritage? You good. From Gurma. Oh, down there. At least you're of our faith. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Alright, some prestige. Oh, I just thought of something else as another way to gain fame. I need to play board games again. I think I got it figured out. Figured out. Damn it, you're tongue-tied again. For the last episode, too. Unfortunately, I'm not much of a dreadful person. For the sake of my children. Time disappears in Gunnar's workshop, drinking mead as we excited to discuss the chess use creamery. Am I imagining things, or is it an indescribable tension? My mind wanders, absorbing the subtle quirks of her body. Her laughing lips, I place my hand on hers. The hammer drops from her trembling fingers as I gaze longingly into those beautiful eyes. In her, I find the same desperate passion. She falls to my warm embrace. No, I can't. Adultery is a sin. Don't you know? You'll wind up in jail for that if found out. Plus, you're already a married woman. No, I'd rather hold my own peace. I'm looking. Hey. It's not until 2 months, and he's in the army. Oh, you're intervening somebody's war. Damn. Because I'm looking for somebody to play chess with. A boring sermon. Today I'm visiting a local mosque as part of my official duties. I'm obliged to hear a sermon by the local imam about the topic of kindness and charity to others. According to the tenets of the Buddhism way, it is the most interesting sermon. Unfortunately, I find myself dozing off as the imam rambles on and on about how to be kind or why Allah wants us to help each other or something like that. I must focus on the sermon and set a good example. Ormazd and Tariq are among the most powerful vassals of my realm. I never know how to keep them happy, so they don't go around stirring up trouble. Perhaps flattery is the way to go. Anyone would be pleased to have something made in their name, wouldn't they? I have just the right thing in the making. I should let my beneficiary Gunnar know that I am dedicating a masterpiece to my trustworthy vassals and advisors. Then again, it is my artifact. Maybe I should just... No! After all, why not? To myself. For the prestige. For the fame. Hey, want to play a board game? Let me bribe you. I don't know if that's even called as much as you're just sending him a nice little gift. So that way, let's just have two men play chess as we would wager fame. I'm going to do a different strategy, which I think I got it figured out because I was doing some practice for that future series while I was up there. Because they have a different board game up in Scandinavia. Wally Isham takes a seat opposite of me. The little game of chess is about to begin. A questioning crowd tells me exactly how confident my vassal is. He goes first, opening with a robust attempt at a coherent strategy. We're neck and neck, and neither of us is even close to it. I genuinely don't know which is easier, laments my opponent. Beating you at chess, or telling a tale of your embarrassing loss. My embarrassing loss? That was a sudden death round. But let me tell you something. I got plenty of knowledge, so I'm going to use just knowledge only, because I am no good at the martial nor the intrigue, so that would be unsuitable for chess playing. Stick to what you know. So in chess, learning is kind of a martial, so give it a try. I am unparalleled in the theory of chess. Our match marches on. Continue with a robust technical strategy. Blast it! Somehow this man seems to counter every strategy I'm employed. We're neck and neck. Neither of us is close to victory. Yeah, what he just did is he used martial to counter my learning. Damn it! That was my best move. Did you know that you can learn exactly how someone lies by watching their face during chess? For example. Oh, I didn't mean. Just a note. A strong sword arm is a strong die arm. Oh, this is going to be stupid of me. Match marches on. Third the obvious trap. Blasted. Somehow this man seems to counter. You bonehead! Did you read backwards? It's countered by intrigue. You fell for it. Yeah, he started to win, though neither of us close to victory. He says the same thing. Innocent whistling. He counters again. This is why you need to put the work in, Council. Tell him utterly so. There's no substitute for hard work in life or in chess. I know the rules of chess like the back of my hand. This isn't going to work. Lost the game again. Am I bad at chess? Yes, I am. And I was sudden death too. Well, the better man won. My opponent agrees it was a good game. Good game, my eye. It's just stupid of me. I was just outclassed, that's all. I just do not have the skills of chess, and learning is your best strong suit. And even then, that was countered. Anyways, my beneficiary Gunnar adjusts me over a object wrapped in fabric of a wide grin on her face. I've toiled many days and nights, and finally my work is done. She whips the covering off, and my eyes grow wide as I see what's hidden beneath. A chest of masterful craftsmanship is constructed from oak planks. The wood is inlaid with camel bone decorations. That's a nice piece of furniture. Let me see. Furniture, Egyptian statue. The other one that's been displayed is that magnificent table. You know what? Put it here. For the renowned game. Well, don't you want prestige? Yes, you do. You know what? Put them both. Ah, there you are. But this other statue. And yeah, it's rather strange to see an Indian-style statue there. But this is what that is. It's an opulent statue of Raya Vağpūryā Vidyadharabhanja. Gosh. Anyways, yes, this opulent statue has been painted and masterly carved. He's famous for his enlightened reign over the Samaja of Maharashtra. Oh, it's in Marathi or Kannada language. The rosewood of the sculpture is masterful. A tiny but elegant sculpture runs outside, dedicated to my beloved. Who was that man, to be exact? Oh, never mind. He was an Oriya. That's who that was. From many times ago. Oh, by the way, we mentioned about board game types. There it is. Chess is kind of like a thing around here. Pachisi, I believe that's of Indian origin, if you were to play it in India. Hanafatalfi, that's up in Scandinavia. That's how I figured that out. You see, the rules, the way to play is different. And tabula, I don't know where you find that. I don't know if that's Western European or is it... No, in the Central Asia it's chess over there. I didn't remember doing a Tokharian one. So yes, it's different how they operate. But anyways, his gifts are plentiful. I pour my gifts onto the soul. Herbs, milk, honey. With my eyes closed and smoke stinging in my nostrils, I raise my arms towards him. Master, knower of all troops, father of all power, please accept my humble gifts and offer me your guidance in turn. I ask Iblis for a strategist's mind. Not in vain. The bandit cartels been terrorizing Wadi Amur for a while now, and my forces stationed there have had trouble countering them effectively. Recently, one of the guard captains was even assassinated by a spy working for these criminals. It was meant to be a major blow for my troops, given this captain's charisma, diligence, good relations with the local community. Yet, this had the opposite effect than what the bandits intended. The assassinated commander, beloved by many, has become a martyr. Thus my troops and other local commoners, spurred on by bloodlust to avenge the captain, redoubled their efforts to crush the bandit gang. Scores of bandits have been killed in the past few weeks, including many of their leaders, and their influence is greatly reduced, perhaps permanently. There were even rumors that the spirited commander assists them in the afterlife. I will honor the commander with a monument. Yes, a monument was recently erected to honor the garrison commander who was respected and beloved by many. The commander was assassinated by a band of notorious bandits, but this inspired local forces to eradicate the bandits once and for all, and he largely succeeded. Every little bit of fame, prestige gain helps. It has reached my ears that my vassal, Ajadinarun, is publicly lauding my proficiency in speaking Tamazight, the language spoken by his own subjects. My advisor suggests I capitalize on this opportunity by sending a letter in Tamazight to recognize his actions. With great understanding comes shared prosperity. That reminds me. But first, goats have been a ubiquitous presence on the island of Sakatra for centuries. Traditionally, Sakatran herders have developed a number of methods to reduce overgrazing. However, recently, these herders made some errors in judgment. In a number of places on the island, the soil is no longer good for its native fauna, such as the famed dragon's blood, resulting in a loss of profit for the merchants dealing with these rare exotic commodities. The market for these products will surely suffer for a number of years until the soil can recover. Sakatra goats were overgrazing. I remembered something. Romancer. You'll gain prestige each time you successfully romance. I remembered. Well, for a guy like myself, I'll sing a love ballad. I found a classic Sarakule love ballad which suits Nilma perfectly. I practice it over and over and everything must be perfect. I find my honeycomb walking in the Marrakesh gardens, surrounded by her friends. With my heart beating like a hammer, I kneel before her and sing. Nilma's cheeks turn deep pomegranate red. She does not interrupt me. Her companions all look pleased or jealous. Surely a good time. You have a beautiful voice, my lord, Nilma says before she hurries off. Her friends are quick to follow. I stand on shaking legs, watching them disappear between the hedges, my heart beating harder than ever. She won't resist my charms so long. Yeah, let's start romancing women for prestige. For fun. I'm not looking to make any soulmates. It's a chivalric and it's the right thing to do. Sweet Lady Numa, as I said now before, my only desire is to bring you all our happiness. Pray tell me, how can I prove my love for you? She gives me a long look. Lady Sharon's necklace is lovely. She says and nods her head in the direction of Hatun Sharon, the wife of my friend Hormozd, but it would look even better around my neck. Offer the favor for her necklace. She's only female, so she's not going to use that hook. Well, not only just female, it's just she doesn't have any landed territory, so it doesn't matter. That's probably what you mean by that. Use your words wisely. Oh, come on. I secured an invitation to a feast in Marrakesh, and the seat close to Nima. Despite my determined attempts, I fell into stronger conversations, which was probably rendered speechless by the intensity of my affections. Sounding the loudest fuss you ever heard erupts from our table. A few of the guests are looking at Nima. I must save her. Perhaps I ought to stay quiet for this for once. No need to embarrass myself. Look, even if you lose prestige, it's not going to knock your fame down. It's not how it works. It only happens when you've done something very, very stupid, like committing suicide or breaking a truce by declaring a war on a country that you already have a truce to. My love, sir, perhaps near Amita, after your implacable queens. Yeah, sure. My God! Watch poor Numa's unsolvable dark sight. Are you saying how she taps her foot? Ridiculous. My vassal, Pope Enoch, throws his head back at a wicked lamp. Numa still conversing with her, but I can tell she heard him. I hate to see her hurt. Hey! You are the religious head of your faith. Have some respect, will you? But actually, vile eyes, draw your sword, Carl. He draws the sword with a cocky grin. Oh, how I will enjoy wiping that arrogant look off his face. When I'm done with him, the Pope's humiliation is absolute. Bruised and blushing, he croaks out an apology and lets him way to lick his wounds. On the other hand, he's growing like a son. Vağpūr Gurak, you have my eternal gratitude. Yes, my honor, Lady Numa. We're gonna play some chess, alright? Will not accept. Oh, I have ways of making you talk. Now, would you? Doesn't want to wager fame? What? Wager fortune and yet you pay nothing and I give you nothing? So that's basically playing a free game, without it being friendly. There's nothing friendly about a free game. Blast you, man. But still, I will send you some entertainers later this year. I'll get back to you. In fact, I'm keeping tabs on you. Oh my goodness, I forgot about those names. Those pinned characters. Yeah, we'll talk about him again in future. Simply throwing that in. When Vağpūr Numa suggests that, I do not hesitate to organize one. I would do anything for a mere glimpse of my spring blossom. As I'm stalking through the underbrush, my page on my heel, and my hound just ahead, it seems it has found the trail, and suddenly my concentration shattered by a woman's scream. I'm coming for you, my love. Within what must have been a minute, but it felt like an hour, I reach a clearing. Numa's on the ground before me, disheveled and weaponless. Opposite her, just about to strike, stands a huge lion. My arrow strikes true and the beast falls to the ground. For a moment all Numa could do was stare, then she stumbles towards me and throws some in my arms. Oh! Look at that prestige gain! One sweet kiss is the only reward I crave. Big jump. I need to romance another woman. I mean, that was my second wife, but I guess it's better. Hey, you still around? Yeah, you're still gonna be around. Let me romance you too. Because after all, you are my primary wife. I'll impress her by winning a sparring match. I'll recruit one of my most senior soldiers and practice with him for 3 days straight. Once he deems me ready, we head together to the main courtyard. As we begin to spar, a crowd gathers, and their cheers soon draw none other than the winsome Vağpūr Gurak. The soldier fights valiantly, but I disarm with a final flawless thrust. I kneel before him and declare my noble intentions. I dedicate this victory to you, Vağpūr Gurak. Bringing your honor is my only desire. My morsel is speechless, but clearly flattered. Why else would she be smiling thus? She won't resist my charge so long. As I said, Pope, you and me, we're gonna play chess. And do tell me why. Is it because you're paranoid about me? Yeah, it's his personality. Oh my god, he's the worst. Craven, paranoid, shy. No wonder why you haven't heard much about him until now. He's the worst. I guess a friendly game will have to do it. Shy likes the idea of a friendly game. Blast you. My vassal Emil concentrates to found himself a bit of trouble. Vağpūr, Allah smiles unaware and leads, she continues. I made sure the situation resolved itself, not to mention you as the benefactor. Now, a good deed needs no repayment. Oh, I missed this. My liege, a word, please. My chancellor has who had protested during the brief lull while attending court matters. He gestures to the less populated spot in the Roman fold. I'm concerned about the state of America's cousin, while holding a meeting with us. We all noticed a horrific smell. Once the comfort of the light change the floor below. I implore you to consider paying that fix and neglect parts of the building. Hey, Tariq, how much? 1 second. Perfect. I'm gonna be the cheapskate for once. My steward can handle this matter. He haggles well and saves me money. As my treasure and I walk through the Marrakesh gardens, I gesture at the greenery around us. For all their beauty, there isn't a single flower which rouses your memory. There is one, says the mysterious one, a rare orchard from Sokandi, which is nearly impossible to cultivate. The abandoned moss garden in Wozig is the only place where it thrives in the regions. I'll brave these ruins for you. Found the orchard in the ruins. Keep going that way. My spies covered the great news. While we do not know, God damn it, we do not yet know who. Somebody wants to go. This is gonna get me up. Yes. Exalted among men. Now you have enough high level of fame to start the invasion of Sahara. But not right now. Now they call me Gold Tooth. Wonder what they mean by that. Is it because of my honeyed words? Or is it because I'm so dang rich that I might as well have a golden tooth? You know, like one of them prospectors. There's gold up in them hills. You know, those kind. Anyways. Unpleasant pleasantries. I'm attending a dance at Marrakesh. Spent some time with Vağpūr Gurak. The mere thought of touching hands makes my heart jump. When I arrive, I find her stuck in a conversation with my vassal, Harun. You again? The chattering man jolts on and on, totally oblivious of discomfort. Hey, my charms improve any conversation. Men at arms negotiates for 5 years. Perfect. Tonka Tonka. Tonka's the title, and he's Tokamanin the second. That's quite a name. By Allah, Vağpūr is a sevable witch. Have you seen how she shrinks back? Ridiculous. My vassal Vağpūr throws his head back with a wicked laugh, still covers to see the friends. I can tell she heard him, and I hate to see her. Why, you? Draw your sword. I am defeated by him, and I got hurt as a result. You bastard. But still, she pities me. Hey! Pope, it's time to play the game. But first, let me have you some skilled Silk Road entertainers. When a powerful Vağpūr like myself wants to make a great impression on a member of the elite, a basic gift of silk, gold, or other luxuries will not suffice. across the populous lands of Eurasia and the so-called Silk Road, people are the most memorable gift one can provide, or to be more specific, entertainers, like musicians, dancers, and acrobats, as well as beautiful slaves and courtesans who give further visual and even pleasurable twists to entertainment. Why give a few measly silk robes or pieces of jewelry when I can truly show my wealth and status and authority this way? I decided to present Pope Enoch to a troupe of skilled entertainers and slaves from Marrakesh. They will become part of his court and serve well for years to come. A gesture of diplomatic goodwill to him. Still won't go for fame. He sometimes kind of don't want to play for free. But for a friendly game, that's a maybe. And this is about as much I could do because of his blasted craven personality. Because he's craven, he's paranoid, and shy. The worst of the worst. But he's going to be around for a long time. So come on, you want to play or not? Okay, he does. He takes a seat opposite me. Our little game of chess is about to begin. And a curdling pulp tells me how confident my master is. He goes first, opening with several blandly standard moves. We're neck and neck, neither of us even close to victory. All that practice is paying off, squeaks my opponent, being with a timid pride at the state of the board. I kind of notice if you look closely at the Pope here, with his head down like that, and being gray and all, and wearing his hat, it kind of looks like his eyes are glowing. Like you see the shine. Just watch. See? It just shines. I'm like, who am I playing against? I know this rules of chess like the back of my hand. Our match marches on, continuing with simply a pathetic gambit. We're neck and neck, though neither of us goes for it. Honestly, Mike Simon, I'm impressed that you're playing as well as you are, considering who you're up against. Hey. Hey. You insulted my wife, so this is my way of getting payback at you. Just a friendly game of chess, alright? But I am unparalleled in the chess. Just use your learning. Use your best skill. That's my strategy here. If it doesn't work, then I know that I can't do anything right. Our match marches on, and I'll continue the obvious trap. Naturally, my techniques cunningly form one of them. I'm beating him handily, though neither of us is close victory. I can't. Just ease up on me, with all but screams of my opponent, clearly frustrated and unable to find the right words. Well, listen, because you're paranoid and craven. You're just a... By the way, how long have you been Pope? Since 1147. Just keep doing it. He takes it personally. He took that personally, so... With a roar of triumph, I surge at my feet, scattering pieces everywhere. The game of chess is mine. Another fine victory on my indisputable rise towards the role of King of Games. A desolate and unremained city. Hands on his arm, just trying to comprehend what went wrong. So yeah, how does it feel to lose, little man? Just don't take it personal, alright? You're not gonna move up against me. Go hunting again with my other wife. And now there's a huge wolf. One sweet kiss is the only reward I crave. So, yeah, he took that personally, and then I insulted him like, yeah, in your face. That's what you get for insulting my wife. That game wasn't so friendly at all, now was it? Oh boy. Let me see. Remember, next year, if you're going to play another game of chess, I want you to play with the Pope himself, the Pontifex Maximus himself. Although, I don't know if that would be a good idea, because, you know, man of learning. Well, what about some other religious head? Oh, I know. Why not the, There is no caliphate anymore. What happened? Oh, just 2 years ago they inherited. 2 years later, destroyed. And now the former caliph has gone off to there. He's been exiled, one would think. Did you do this? Sunni Caliphate destroyed? This is not what I imagined. But I know in my religion we don't need religious heads because that's not how we operate. We're lay clergy. No, we aren't. It's... What's the word you're looking for? Anyways, I'll ask you one more time. So he's wondering, we do have contact and we can invite you to court. Just to say, hey, why reside in Central Asia if you can just, hey, stick with us, you know? Part of the court. Plus, you got good prowess. You have the old Abbasid mail. Oh, you could definitely serve in my army. Baron Fiend. Was there a crime that he committed? Was he a criminal? Yep, now he serves my furries as the former Sunni Caliph. That's the whole empire title. Of course, it'd be suicide to fight a war against that. Plus, these alliances, they're from within the realm. Actually, no. By the way, are you anyway related to the current one who's ruling? Is he one of your siblings? No? Because that one's Cadet Branch. And you are the house head. And your reputation is legendary. All sons, no daughters. Again, I feel bad about you. Whatever happened to you, what happened back there, that's not right. Yeah, not right. Who's your son? Don't feel bad, alright? I'm sure one day. Now, let's focus on Sahara. Put it up in Tripoli. Place to get together and bring our men-at-arms to bear. And we will conquer the whole Trans-Saharan trade routes throughout the desert. Now, let's get moving. Invade Kingdom of Sahara. This is how much land we're gonna gain out of this. This would be the biggest gain of the continent. He doesn't even have much money, so mercenaries won't save him. This is one for the ages. And bring them too. Your priority, gather here. And once you're done gathering, take Gurma, the capital, a few other places, and then that'll be it. The child is not meant to be. He never shares the real life for his own sake, but she's no longer pregnant. Don't take it personally, old man. Leading members of the local East Asia community have presented to me the most valuable gift here. A simple but elegant manuscript, filled with literature written in one of their languages. They believe such a work of literary and aesthetic value will demonstrate their appreciation for my recent efforts to reinforce relations with them. They're not wrong. The gift is greatly appreciated. A scroll from East Asia. A modest but beautiful scroll which contains some drawn art in the traditional East Asian style, as well as writings in an East Asian language, namely Chinese. Perfect as a simple house decor and for reading, if one knows how to read it. The peoples of the Far East are renowned throughout the Silk Road for their sages and scholars, so perhaps this scroll has an elegant poem, or a bit of philosophy or history, or some kind of profound words in it. I already have the scroll in the Middle East, just as good. Hey, put that on. In the scorching midday heat, they sit in the shadow. Sit in the shadows under a great stone pine, playing on lutes and flutes. They sing in many tongues, yet my heart can understand every word, and can hear from my balcony, and they stir my soul. Yet I do not know the identities of musicians. When I left my lofty halls of poetry, they are gone. I thought the only troubadours of Aquitania possessed such talent and wit. Perhaps I'm mistaken. What am I doing with these damn feelings? Don't do that. My love for Numa fills my heart and song. Now I'm a poet. You what? Attempted to lay claim on my throne? So there was a strategic marriage between our dynasty some generations ago, which is now leveraging inheritance. It's Claire's level, of course. This is the extent of his threat. I have little reason to worry. You'll pay for this insolence, you son of a beeswax. I don't know what's gotten into your head, but clearly you're not all that bright. It's abandoned because he accomplished it. That's what the game means by that. All we need to do is just occupy a few territories, and then Sahara will be ours. Today I came to expect my guards in their barracks. The most prominent highlight of the event is when I paid a visit to the blacks in charge of making and maintaining my guards' equipment. We had some productive conversations about their craft. I learned a thing or two about a thing or two. Ooh. This character recently had an engaging and informative chat with the local blacksmith. In doing so, learned a thing or two about the blacksmith's craft. Take the capital, take the oasis, and then we have to split the armies up for supply reasons. Vağpūr Gurak, we had our differences in the past. Don't you agree to let bygones be bygones? Yep, the Pope, yeah, let's let us. Hey, time heals all wounds, old man. Company of Sogdian. mercenary company of Sogdian origin. Favorite handkerchief. Oh. Shrink. Take it to capital now. Get this. And then split the armies up, let them resupply, then get together, and then advance further down the desert. Split. Split again. Stay put, all of you. Resupply yourselves. I have to take this without a fight. Concerned for my current war, or más pero don't treasure my efforts. I couldn't be more thankful. Thank you very much. That's quite a lot. Oh, we got a real army here. They're moving up. Don't move. Give them a false sense of security. Thinking we're not going to reinforce the armies as they come down here. Unless they're going to besiege Gotha, then we have to go after them. Yes, they are. Get together. You're the best out of all of us. No, he's the best out of all of us. But I prefer the one with more commander traits. Yeah, he'll have to do it. One more traits will win. One decisive battle, and then the Sahara is ours. All the buffoonery I've seen. You gave it to him? Morons. I will catch him out here. The battle of Janet ended in a stunning victory. I eagerly listen to messages as he reads reports of my commander, Aljo Angala, then turns to the soldiers' form. My lord, we cornered the remaining enemies. They made a valiant stand. They gave their lives protecting this banner. Put it on the celebration bar. We don't need this useless token. Volley of gun. You got no money. Oh, poor you. It's complete. We got them all. But I don't need all these territories that are for me personally. Whoever wants what will get it. In fact, let's create some titles here. Since I have the money for it. Oh, by the way, so you want these, okay. Good to know. Anything else? Fahid Tamat. Fahid Tamat. Econom, yeah, these two. Simply wanted him to be a vassal of ours. Rightful liege. This is a rightful liege. You also live in Kazahasa. And you don't mind all of this? Listen, I'll give you all of these because I do not want to hold personal control over these territories. That's too much of a hassle. All is forgiven. But however, one eludes for 100% control of Sahara. And that is down there, in there. But it's here. So you just swing on down here, then you got him. You got the objective, you got what you need. But it just shows how deep we penetrated part of the Trans-Saharan route. Give it a month or so till all the man-at-arms are filled. All to them. Muscles and my shoulders feel all sore all of a sudden. Terrifying this morning, nothing else seems wrong. What's going on? This will be a problem. Ouch. You're still fine. Just don't overthink. There's only 3 counties to take, but this is the main objective. easy language to learn, you know. Oh, my friend. Taking the objective. Put an end to their games. The baklava merchants I usually go to says has a few special types of baklava available for sale. If I'm willing to pay more, these special types include baklava with sweet cheese, baklava spiced with cinnamon and cloves, baklava topped with various slices. I know he's trying to entice me to buy some when he says these special types will impress any guests I host. You have a point, they do look delicious. Do any of them give me health benefits? That's what I'm curious about. Because I have these sore muscles. Ah, here it is. Give me baklava spiced with cinnamon and cloves. Because it sounds good to me, not to mention healthy. It's only for 1 year, so at least just eat something that'll make you feel better. From that blasted, you know, soreness in the muscles. From all the heck way over there. Chase them down. I want them to be defeated. I stand above my subjects as a sovereign ruler, unequaled in the realm. Dressed in a part of resplendent garments and jewelry which serve as a subtle reminder to everyone that I am in charge. Local fashions have symbolic meaning. Caught most of them. Okay, two can play that game. This way. Barak. Imagine that. Gurak and Barak. But Barak is sickly. Overwhelmed by stress because my brother died. By Allah, petitioner I've been queuing up lately. This work feels endless. Yet another steps forward, evidently a stressed merchant of some kind. You think you could wait a royal stamp out of me, burger? I'm a Vağpūr. Bunch of cops. That's me playing irresponsible. Was it something I said? Of course, you know, the man whose prestigious tends, this sounds like him. I think being a profligate would be appropriate. Maybe a new cloak would make me feel better. Not to mention big spender. My wife's informed about an obscure law in a tablet of the United States, and none but the Vağpūr may be its protector. Normally, such an archaic law would be dismissed, but it offers a unique chance to put my vast current ruler in this place. The law is clear. Vağpūr has 4 rights. Two commoners and powerful local families in what recently wedded Tripolitania. The groom, a handsome, intelligent, virtuous youth, and the bride, a beautiful, clever, gentle maiden. The two were apparently friends as children, and the match a perfect and blissful one. During the wedding, to the amazement of all, the clouds appeared in the shape of various good omens. Some claimed to have heard sounds and voices from heaven above blessing this marriage. I'll send them a present. Took us 12 damn months for this. This goes to you. Yeah. Hey, is the Abbasid still around? What the hell was his name? In which I brought him in as a... I mean, I think I recall his prowess was like 20. Musin, yeah, that's you. Still a good elf, right? Still plenty of time for you, despite the limits. Wait a minute, what the hell? Who says that? Oh, hell. Blasted inheritance. But then again, it's so far separated, we can easily get that back. I'm in no mood for a cross-continental war. To go over there and teach my son a lesson. And he had the audacity to go visit the founder's son because he's the owner there. Al-Farghani, they're still there. This entire time, they never taken back Crete. You know, with that separated like that, it would be hard to run troops like this. Just wait a few months. We've been in offensive wars a bit lately. I will not end this episode till I get Tobruk back. Which, ironically, Tobruk is where the series began. There. That's where it all began. From episode 1. It started in Tobruk. And I cannot believe that we will soon end this episode in Tobruk. I'm willing to go for it, but I need a couple months of rest. Oh my goodness! Look at this! The Polish Pope! Just like the real-life Pope John Paul II. Or, yeah. That's the first Polish Pope I've ever seen in Crusader Kings. I'm sure in many other people's playthroughs they probably had a Polish Pope before. If you play as obviously a Polish ruler who invested a lot of money to put a bunch of Polish cardinals into the College of Cardinals, and then boom, here's your Polish Pope. Of course, that's a Crusader Kings 2 reference. Unless you're playing with a mod, the Catholic Trinity or something like that, which is recommended if you're doing a Catholic playthrough. Start off with a Catholic playthrough, where they do have a College of Cardinals feature. As I said. Yep. Who would have thunk it? A Polish Pope, who's 20 years old to boot. He's homosexual, but that's a personal thing. If his parents were alive, he'd be proud of him. I'll tell you what, since I'm in such a good mood, and I'm going to do this before we start off dealing with the Tobruk situation. Hey, I know this is coming from me, a Muslim. My gift to you. Sincere man of you. How would you like a game of chess? Diligent wishes to wager fortune. It's always against that idea of that's a big reward. But there is another way to increase the acceptance chance. I gotta befriend this man. I'm chuckling at the fact. Oh my gosh. Barak. Yeah, you see that offensive war that's at +9? Take a couple of months off. Western deserts of Egypt, water wells are a rare and precious commodity. A well-to-do local notable wishes to sell one of the wells he owns in the region, and is offering a decent price for it. For that price, I think you could do better. I'm going to befriend the Pope, and I want to make damn sure that says, come on, Your Holiness, let's wager. I wonder if people in the past had the same sort of desires and thoughts as I. And I wonder if people in the future will be the same as me as well. Definitely. At the end of the day, we're all people. It's only for 5 months. Hey, I'm not the Caliph of the Marabout faith. That doesn't work like that. For many years, Socotra has been a haven for runaway slaves, many of whom are African in origin. Some of them are quite skilled. Today, one such slave, a new arrival, offers his services. His origins are mysterious, and he was involved in a criminal world. He claims to have many useful connections and abilities in subterfuge. Let me see you. A Nubian. I'm not interested, but he can settle or go wherever he wants. Skills don't interest me. Again, that tiny little blemish on this part of the North African Empire, this will not stand. Even if it came from this part of Hindustan. I'll play chess as soon as we get the Papes to be my friend. Speaking of him, considering my life stage, it's only natural that others should respect me. I'm convinced that Papes Sergius has also accomplished a thing or two in terms of her pride. Perhaps she'll commission a small poem comparing our deeds to illustrate that we are both cut from the same cloth. By the way, what was your birth name? Oh, there's his birth name. Look below the papacy. Although me being limited in knowledge of the Polish language in real life, I don't know how to pronounce that, honestly. My Polish is very limited as compared to the other Slavic languages I know of. I need progress, so I just want things to focus on his accomplishments. And by the way, bearded Pope. Back in the old times and during medieval times, there were still plenty of bearded popes. Now, he and I have little in common, which made it difficult to communicate with him. Oh, it was some effort I could teach myself enough to carry a conversation of the metaphysical nature of the soul. The subject deserves as much study as I can afford. Wings of Allah. I'm in another dream again. This time I'm flying in the sky, looking over the realm of grassy pastures and green forests. There are so many places I could go to, yet one place calls me. And one place where I can't resist exploring. Pale white temple in the north. The sacred stones here are many things. Temple, fortress, safe haven. but is also a home to the wise and strong enough to defend it. Dreamt of an ancient temple in the next 3 years. Get rid of these. After learning that Papes Sergius would be guesting at a manor in the castle town of Fermo, I realized it would be a perfect occasion to meet him. By my request, I was seated next to him for the duration of dinner, and we both had a great time. I was surprised at how much we had to talk about. By the time I left, I felt as though we'd known each other a lifetime already. Such a pleasant man. Who says that a Catholic and a Muslim can't be friends, huh? I mean, then again, the reason why he's so friendly with me is because he's a homosexual. He's very attracted to me because of my, a couple of things. Aspiring Blade Master, beautiful. Yeah, that's why he likes me so much, why he's so friendly with me. Despite the fact that Marbautism is evil in his eyes. And also I'm a witch, openly, which is accepted in my religion. Whereas, obviously you don't like that over there, because you would rather have him burnt. But, still. Now, what do you say? How about Oh, 1 second. There we go. Actually, 1 second. A little burn. At first, thought they were merely idiosyncrasies. But it is clear one of the many servants at court has been furtively signaling me. I approach him with my guards at a quiet moment, and he whispers conspiratorially, "Great Vağpūr, my name is Gontapsach. We overhear much while waiting on your guests. They hardly even notice our presence." I look at him doubtfully, wondering if I want to hear what he says next. He returns to look, clearly unsure if he is making a mistake. At last he swallows. "My lord, Amir Ibrahim, your chosen vassals, has intimate relations with Azanet Yavid on closed doors of your castle. I swear it with Allah as my witness." You know, adultery is a serious crime, and I don't like that. So I need more reliable men like you. Now let's hold court. My Syrian Faris will be on bows for me, his trusting sword glinting at his side. I have served you faithfully, my liege. You know my charge against Wakoshak of Tuhun, Mr. Jarlath of Hadijia. But I am no longer young. I bid you invest in with mild lands in your Vağpūryā. The other lords will be giving more far less. Ha! Sending him to Madeira is like exile. But I need that sugar. Oh, he ain't gonna like me for this. You just have Kaltarjana, Emil Abaleon's title. A peasant man stands for me and formed a courtesy. The recent war took a toll on the countryside. We're not sure who the culprit was, but they looted an important culture site to us. Oh, my Gribion Fortunis, please, we beseech you, spare some of your resources that we can see restored. The president was, of course, a clumsy bell, a clear indicator of their loved one stands. You shall have the necessary funds in restoration. My lord, begins my vassal, Amiria, looking very contrite. The last periods were very tough on my domain. Extra expenses required on every front, and my coffers are sadly empty. It pains me too, but I resolved to appeal your money for help in paying off my debts. I'll not forget your generosity in my time of need. Very well, but you will owe me. Now, let's go meet the Polish Pope and friend. Mind if I send you a little poetry first? I know I'm delaying the inevitable. Let's see. Figuring you're the man of faith. So, send you a work about legacy. The poem is obviously lauded. Gained infinite me and 50. There you go. We have a positive special relationship. That's how you commit. Listen, I have a lot of money. You have a lot of money. So let's wager for fortune. This will be a challenge though, because he's got the learning skill to back him up. He may use that. Which I think I know what to do. I hope. I hope the Pope. Take a drink first. Papes Sergius takes a seat opposite me. Our little game's about to begin, and a questioning frown tells me how confident my friend is. Here he goes first, hoping to fulfill a few well-worn traditional tactics. We're neck and neck, though neither of us is even close to victory. If war was easy as chess, I'd rule the world by now, laughs my friend. But then that's just me. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna go for something that's not in my strong suit. Not to mention, I dreamt of an ancient temple recently. Chess, like war, is all a matter of logistics. The match marches on, continuing with several blindly staring moves. Naturally, my techniques cunningly fool my opponent. We're neck and neck, though neither of us even close to victory. That is why you need to put the work in, counsels my opponent, sound utterly insufferable. There's no substitute for hard work in life or in chess. I am unparalleled in the theory of chess. The match marches on, continuing with well-worn traditional techniques. Naturally, my techniques cunningly foil my opponent. I'm in the lead for now, though neither of us is even close to victory. Could you ease up the blatant cheating for a moment? Snarls my opponent. I read entire manuals on chess. Match marches on. Sergius continuing with frankly hilarious pompous strategy. Naturally, my techniques cunningly form my opponent. I'm beating him handily. Victory is so close I could taste it. Why are numbers always this hard? Pounds my opponent. Chess needs you to think far ahead, and I just can't. I don't know what you're thinking. I guess mine's better than yours, and I'm gonna have to go with that move one more time. I am unparalleled in the theory of chess. With a roar of triumph, I surge at my feet, scattering pieces everywhere. The game of chess is mine. Another fine victory on my indisputable rise towards the king of games. I won 892 gold. Jackpot! The desolate Sergius remained seated, hands on his haunches, trying to comprehend what went wrong. Hey, I love to play again sometime, huh? So, he agrees that it was a good game, even though it was largely one-sided. Ignore that call. Just in time for one last war. Go get the Steppe Warriors. Oh, and let me visit the market, because I'm still kind of tad bit stressed. You may never know what would happen to me. Something new, something shiny, something rare. Nothing sounds like a new purchase, and the local market holds many treasures. Yeah, great way to spend your winnings. Fill my purse. I walk through the market in Marrakesh, giddy with excitement. Fabrics, jewelry, threaded trinkets. I want it all. I end up at the stall attended by an old man who's very understanding of my predicament and promises to help me choose. 2 of that. No, wait, 3. Now go hunt, then an exotic feast, and then the war for Tobruk. This would be a bookend for this series. Perfect bookend. Start in Tobruk, ends in Tobruk. I'm riding ahead of the group as the oasis Sunday grew still around me. The silence is almost palpable, and I struggle to hear even the noise of the horse's hooves. Just about to turn back to find the others, I glimpse ahead of me. Blurry as in a dream, a wolf as white as snow. Like something from a tale. I must have it. I follow the white wolf into the oasis. An almost unnatural silence hangs over us, and the sudden sound of a voice startles me. My lord, there you are. I turn around to see the rest of my pair having caught up with me. I just look back as the wolf is gone. It might have gotten away this time. With this drawing an end, mount our horses to leave the oasis behind as the light fades from the sky. Despite our difficulties along the way, the hunt went very well. We return home invigorated, as we'll hold this exotic feast. This is a stress killer. Damn sore muscles, go away! You're killing me here. The guests are gathered in the great hall, lords and ladies from the near and far reaches home. Your mood is bright and the spirits are high as the feast begins. Welcome, friends. I barely manage to sit down in my seat when I hear the howl emanating from Popanak. It seems he and Aljevan Tekfin really gone to. This Alex perceiving a proper manhandling Tekfin, till I realize that the martial dance paved its way straight to the Egypto-Sogdian jewelry casket. Watching from my guard separated two, hissing and clawing each other. Jill was presented in front of me, while all throwing blame on one another for starting the fight. Why would you let him provoke you? Pope. What's the matter with you, huh? As plate after plate of food is brought into the great hall, and a mistakable smell reaches me. Then I smile. That my loyal vassal Amir Hakam is sensitive to almond. Something I said I forgot to open. I bid you all welcome. I pray you find the food to your liking. I don't need to start any more enemies. Get away, cook on him. His face I see from the food is definitely turning like him. We're all headed home with bellies full of exotic delicacies. I'm proud to say that the feast was a success. But my wife, who will have to think of much success, I feel nothing but gratitude as she sees the last few guests off. Till next time. Okay. 12,000 strong, plus many different allies. One in Derna, that won't happen. One's next door to another Indian realm. And that one from way up there, of a Sogdian realm. Yeah. So that's not going to make much of a difference. But I want Tobruk back. If you don't get it back, there will be trouble. So, for safety reasons, I think we should put it here in Cairo. Oh, don't worry, I got it. I got it all figured out. Men-at-arms to Egypt, along with from the Silk Road communities. And then, as they gather around, put the mercenaries in Derna. They'll be gathering. This is to deal with the army. Mercenaries is for the occupation of Tobruk. Give me 3 of them. Because I have the money for it. Occupy Tobruk. While the rest gather. Once you're done occupying Tobruk, meet up with the rest. First time it happened, I barely give it a moment's thought. But my vassal Namdar has grown bolder. His challenges no longer pass unnoticed among my vassals. He's tested my limits. The others are sure to follow, unless I give him a taste of his own medicine. Covetous, but leave. A subtle threat of violence put an end to this. My guess Namdar is cowardly or wants to keep his peace. I'm going in because of the shy part. Failed to manipulate him. Unfortunately, we aren't able to provide you with siege weapons, so good luck. What if they went to Sakatra or Hormuz? Well then, we're screwed. You're gonna have the objective. But remain in Cairo until further notice. If they land here, which we've been improving a bit of defenses for a while. What if they land at Sakatra? And what if they land in Hormuz? Don't worry, all the defenses are up to standard. We wait for whatever they're up to. Marega. It's an interesting sounding name. Just watch the channel. It's an indicator that they'll go through the Red Sea. For realm stability reasons. Fellow vassal opinion. Hey. Hope you're not busy with whatever. Oh, crud. I was hoping for any realms that aren't in revolt. Too far away. Blast. Hey. I'm at war. Oh no, it's too late. God dang it. You can't negotiate anything. I'm at war, he's at war, everybody's at war. Madhouse. We've taken the objective. War score's going to tick up for a long while now, but we need to go on the offensive here. So, mercenary army, meet up. Just get to Gazia, and then we'll begin to head to the Red Sea, set sail towards... Whoa, 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 whoa! We found contact. Armies of Devagiri. That's them, alright. They probably took the shortcut to the Persian Gulf. Wait, what's their culture? No, they're still Egypto-Sogdian. Because I was curious, it's like, what if they adopted their culture? Oh, I don't know, they're Egypto-Sogdian as well, but they're not of our dynasty. Because I was about to say, what if they became Gondoria, where they would have taken seafarers and sail up major rivers, which I thought I would assume they would have gone up to the Tigris, and it's up right there. But no, they went. I assume they went through Persian Gulf, took a long walk there, and then they're in the Levant. Okay then, now we figured out where they're going. Stand your ground here. We know what they're up to. Our relations with the local steppe community is good enough that a number of men pledge their loyalty to me, offering their services as warriors and bodyguards. Many are former mercenaries or adventurers who traveled along the Silk Road in search of fame and fortune, so they are experienced and skilled in fighting. We're thankful for their support. An additional 300 men. Stop, damn it! We got some fresh blood here. Unless they're already in Marrakesh. What the hell are y'all doing here? Okay then. Meet up at Alexandria. No, Solon. Meet up at Solon. Where the hell they are going? We'll engage them because they recently disembarked. Stop, stop, stop. They're attacking local forces. Advantage us. Because they took time. Bad move. So, okay then. Eliminated army. The mercenary army's assignment: protect Tobruk by the proximity near Solon. We will head to the Red Sea, into the Arabian Sea, and we will land at Tana. This will be a 5 months travel. Take the war to them. You're the best out amongst us. You're not fighting against Hindus or... Whoa! There's more! Chuka, son of a beeswax! They've been there for a while too. And they're sending more men over there. They stopped because they knew we were coming. Oh, different Musin. They finally released him from prison. Courtier, hey! One second, man. I recall I have a young daughter. Yeah, here it is. Perfect. That's just a final, you know, thing. My servant's pet dog died. This is really close to the dogs, but feeling rather dejected at the side which has been affected his ability to perform his duties. Perhaps I should say something now. He's in a better place now. Take your time to grieve. Okay, we got them all. Now, invade. Find us the quickest route. Just arrived on the scene. Stand guard. While we go out on the expedition. pass through the Gulf of Aden into the Arabian Sea. Curse you. Passing by Gujarat. And there it is. Siege this area. Then we'll take it to Devagiri. Because I want to teach that kinsman a lesson regarding the stupid inheritance. While traveling through one of the fishing villages in Socotra, the fishermen offered me some of their recent catch. The island's almost teemed with many kinds of seafood. What do I wish to take home with me? Any fish you will have will do. Guards. Caught him while gathering. Once I depart of this world, my son and heir Nabdar shall rule in my stead. Unfortunately, rumors of his impending hubris have been spreading around my court. It makes me wonder if I'll manage to retain my vast support once I'm gone. Attempt to rectify his flaws. He has agreed to let me mentor him, even though his enthusiasm is somewhat lacking. I fear his vices are deeply set, but truly an eye-opening experience to make him realize the folly of his ways. What shall we do? Knowing you, I would say own up to a misdeed and make it right again. Unless they're appropriate for someone who needs work on their honor. He's a dishonorable fool. That's his personality. You found understanding. I'm delighted to see the changes in Namdar. While at first he did not think he had been in the wrong, the response he received while rectifying the matter got through to him. I suspect Namdar has been given that kind of respect before, and has not seen quite so self-important since then. A great achievement for both of us. He's become shy. God, I said that didn't improve much. I was hoping to become compassionate, and at least that means something. There, we're here to take your hide of the fabled fox of Sarparaka. Let this be a lesson to you. You stay in your lane, they have mine. It's all yours again. And you know what, let me go get one more perk. So let's end the episode on January 1st, 1178. A bickering couple. I have two servants who are married to each other and are infamous in my court for their constant bickering. Isn't truly hateful by any means, since they're very happy together. That couple just love to make snide remarks and sarcastic comments to each other all the time, almost like a hobby of theirs. If anything, it's pretty amusing to see how they try to verbally outwit each other every day. Having them around certainly helps keep the atmosphere lighthearted, as everyone enjoys witnessing the battle of wits, clever words, and entertaining taunts. On the other hand, it's a little unprofessional, even if they do their best not to do it on formal occasions. As long as they don't cause a real scene, that's fine by me. Stop right there. Yeah, sure. this fox. Tanned hide of a beautiful fox, hunted in Saparaka. Let us hold one last Sadeh festival as a way to end this series. You know, it's an Iranian thing to do. Just to remember of who we were. We were West Sogdian and in turn from Sogdiana originally. That's where we all came from. Winter has returned and there's a chill near. This year I wish to celebrate the great Sadeh festival as our predecessors in Iran have done for generations upon generations. On the coldest day of the year, 50 days before Nowruz, we will observe Sadeh and the lighting of bonfires. I should start preparing for this year's celebrations. So yes, I will end that series on that note with the whole Iranian tradition of Sadeh. It is almost the night of the Sadeh festival, though it may be the coldest time of the year. We find warmth in each other and the warmth in the fires we make. Across the Iranian world, bonfires are being lit up in every town and village near and far. May we find joy in each other as we watch for the return of spring. I'm glad it's finally here. Let's begin. Just want my family members to like me more. Just remember that I'm a bit of a family man myself. Now, the legend of Hushang. There are many conflicting stories about Sadeh first came about. One story I've heard that it was celebrated after the incident with the ancient hero of Iranian myth, Hushang, was fighting a dragon. He tried throwing a stone at it, but he missed. However, the stone struck another stone. As both happened to be flint, this started a fire. Hushang recognized that this was the doing of Allah, or Ahura Mazda if you're a Zoroastrian, who revealed to him the secret of fire, and he wanted to celebrate this momentous occasion. Thus Sadeh was born. I believe the legend tells something of the truth. Sadeh is often a time for a lot of feasting. It is the coldest time of the year. After all, so besides the bonfires, food and eating together with the others is also a great way to keep warm. This year's Sadeh festival is particularly scrumptious, with delicacies such as roasted lamb and beef to enjoy. Tasty. According to the old traditions, it's important to light fires near running water or over a kanat, one of the old underground channels. This is to ensure that with the help of Allah, the plants aren't too cold or frozen out there. That way next year they will grow to be great and bountiful. It is the important part of the ceremonies. And with that, Sadeh comes to a close. Everyone had a great time, and the bonfires we lit all over certainly helped everybody keep warm in this coldest time of the year. Sooner than later, springtime will be upon us. Alas, such an occasion only comes once a year, so I must wrap things up for now. Till then, however, I look forward to the next Sadeh. Until next time. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will end that series right there. Again, I only wanted to end the series on that note just because of, it's because this is a trade empire, North African playthrough as it's been largely focused on that. I have no intentions to expand further north or east, except maybe our dynasty for renown reasons. And do not plan on going into the late medieval era, because it would get repetitive there. And even if the Mongol invasions were to happen at that time, it would never reach down here anyway, so I'm not that terribly worried. So it would be much ado about nothing down here in this case. And do not have intentions to unite Africa, which would have been called the Holy African Empire, which I believe if one were to do that goal, it would be appropriate if you were to do it as an African culture and of an African pagan faith. That would be more appropriate for a goal like that. And obviously our culture is not African. It's only the Al-Farghani dynasty is more, African-oriented due to trans-Saharan trade and all that. And another thing I would say is, as we brought up the characters we mentioned before, remember, all of this would not be possible if it weren't this man, Amjar Agilas ibn Saya of Tuat. Yeah, it was a long time ago, but still, in fact, it's almost nearly 200 years since his passing. Remember, he's the one that led our dynasty out of Egypt, led us out of Alexandria, and then we set off from a jumping off point in Zoara, traveled through the Sahara Desert, into Tuat, and into Sijamasa. And through Sijamasa came the Maghreb, and then Marrakesh. All of this would not be possible when we went to the Maghreb and eventually expanded back into Egypt, and later dominated Sahara, and expand our influence beyond for search of more riches than anyone can imagine. We mentioned that the development is 71, so let's have a final look. See, 60, 51, 85. Yes, we have one more development more than Baghdad. Beat that. More developed than down in Tamil Nadu. More developed than Mecca. Yes. How do you like me now, as he would say if he were a little more ambitious. So again, that's how I want to end this series like that. I just want to end that series on a high note. Taking Sahara was the original plan until Tobruk came up, which was a way to have a bookend, because the series started in Tobruk and the last war was in Tobruk. Yes. It's a wonder how that series ends like that. But as a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, remember, the next series coming up in the Lord Master channel later this fall, the series will begin in Norway, as this will be part of the North Atlantic from Iceland to Finland flavor pack. So the series will be a bit more about that, in addition to, the political machinations of all things Norse Scandinavia and a Norse faith, as well as the eventual introduction of the Christianization to Scandinavia as it did historically, if one were to happen. All that and more, along with many mods that I will introduce in that next series. So for the Al-Farghani series, I hope you people have enjoyed this series as a whole. It was just about a rags to riches story, and we went beyond with riches. The richest dynasty that ever lived, and more. So, again, I will say, after 38 episodes, the experience that I had was nothing more than extraordinary for this North African Trans-Saharan series, the Egypto-Sogdian series. So, I thank you for watching this throughout from the beginning to end, if you did manage to make it all the way to the end. Had I continued this series, it would have been a bit more stale. Would have been more of the same, honestly. Even if we try to go broke and whatnot. But nah, I just wanted to end it on that note, and then look forward to do the Norse series for different reasons, unlike what most people would plan on doing for an upcoming Norse series, where they would do a Pagan Reformers playthrough. For me, I'm not sure about Pagan Reformers as much as I'm more interested with the colonization of Greenland idea. And of course, again, just a preview, the series will begin in that area, which would be one of the 30 petty kingdoms in Norway, it will start with a female created character, a ruler designed character. I do have a name in mind. I do know what traits and skills and all that to start with, including a family that we'll start with. So I will give out more details of it as the weeks will come. When we're going to start our next series, I will give out the full detail on who that character that I will be playing as is, ruling that part of Western Norway. So, oh, and also there's one last thing that I would like to do right now before we finally get out of here. I hope all the goblets are still here. Yes, remember the goblet collection? This is just for the sake of it. Put him here. What is this? Ah, this looks better. And now go to free camera. Surely there's a better way of this. Because I was about to say, well then, just look. So that's that's going to be the last image we'll see here. Although, even though there is a mod where I could use free cam, where I could put the camera position anywhere where I damn well please. Because, just to say, look at this Grand Vağpūr who sits on his throne. With that big red turban-like hat of his. And he sits there with a collection of goblets. Even though his ancestors did the collecting for him. But still, imagine that somewhat of nobility, or a guest, or a peasant, comes to her and then looks at the collection of goblets. They're not meant for drinking, they're for show. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. For the Al-Farghani series, this is Lord Master saying farewell, and we'll see you in the next series. And so long for now.